Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about countering Hijabi in Seoul City. That's her YouTube name. Countering her views on Somali pirates. She had only lived in Somalia for a year, and that was from 0 years when she was first born to when she was 1 year old. So she really don't remember much about Somalia, obviously. Nobody usually remembers that age. But she had talked about that the Somali pirates were pirates for a reason, and she said it was because a lot of companies were dumping chemicals in that area, and they were and many Somalis go to the beach, and the Somalis were seeing their relatives get cancer from the chemicals or get other forms of diseases, but that's not the case. Okay, when Somalia, right before their central government had disbanded in the early 90s, there were some international permits for international fishing. And yes, there were chemicals that were dumped, and there were some disgruntled fishermen that came out and they demanded or what they saw as proper ransom payments from the fishermen. Well, observers saw that, and they saw it as a good way of what they saw as a lucrative business. So they started going after any ship that looked profitable in the Gulf of Aden and demanding high ransom payments. In 2008, it was estimated that $80 million in ransom payments were paid to Somali pirates. Of the captives, 1/3 of the captives claimed to have been abused by Somali pirates, and then there were captives that have claimed they were being used as human shields by those pirates. So no. I mean, it could conceivably have started out that way, but there were observers that saw that, and they just saw it as a way of making money. They didn't see it as revenge on companies who were dumping chemicals. Because the Somali central government had disbanded, and there was no central government, like 90%. The country had about a 95% unemployment rate. And it was just a mess. Even nowadays, Somalia has the lowest amount of school systems in Africa. And the government's trying to change that and slowly but steadily changes it. But a lot of people in Somalia just see the only way to make a decent living there is through piracy, which I don't believe is the case. But that's kind of how it is. I mean, a good movie is The Pirates of Somalia. But even that movie talks about how, like, for the journalist to interview those pirates, he had to bring khat to the interviews. And khat's basically very similar to a coca leaf, and you chew it. And a lot of those Somali pirates are hopped up on khat all the time, and they carry out their missions when they're hopped up on khat. So, anyways, that's my counter-argument to Hijabi in Seoul City over the pirates of Somalia. Those guys are not good people. They're criminals and thugs. A lot of the pirates are. So anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye. Bye-bye.